Our Creator endowed us with the right to life.
On May 19th, Texas passed one of the most restrictive abortion laws in the nation, banning abortion at up to 6 weeks of pregnancy. The state of Texas has had a long history regarding abortion laws. In 1973, a woman from Texas using the name Jane Roe influenced a U.S. Supreme Court decision that the banning of abortion by state was unconstitutional. Over the years since then, Texas has passed multiple bills making it harder for women to obtain legal abortions, including now with Texas Senate Bill 8.
This last legislative session, the legislature passed and the governor signed a 6-week ban on abortion, which is virtually an outright ban on abortion. Many people don't know that they're pregnant at 6 weeks. It also includes a provision that allows anyone in Texas, not in Texas, related to the person, connected to the person getting an abortion or not, to sue anyone who helps them get an abortion.
Christina Parker is the communications director at the Lilith Fund, one of the 12 abortion funds in Texas. An abortion fund is an organization that financially assists people who cannot afford the cost of abortion. With this new bill, anyone can go after and sue organizations like the Lilith Fund.
The threat is basically that any anti-abortion extremist out there can bury an organization in litigation, frivolous litigation. It also creates an incentive for them to do so because they stand to win money when they do that. So it creates this really perverse incentive to go after the people in Texas who help people get abortion care when they need it.
On top of the already restrictive regulations, the bill currently has no exceptions for pregnancies caused by cases of rape or incest, which according to the CDC has happened to about 3 million women across the United States.
Growing up in Texas, it's already hard because of the way people act, like our culture here. It's a little scary, and not being able to have a backup plan if something were to happen to me or if I were to make a mistake. It's incredibly scary and it's terrifying to not be able to have options.
Since the signing of the bill, multiple protests have sparked from both pro-choice and pro-life supporters. Those who do not support abortion argue that life ultimately starts at conception and that a child should have a right to life no matter the circumstances. Many anti-abortion organizations protest outside of local abortion clinics such as Planned Parenthood surgical centers in hopes of changing women's minds about getting an abortion. Pro-abortion supporters argue that it is the woman's right to her own decision regarding childbirth, and that this bill limits what a woman can do with her family, body, and future.
Unfortunately, I think we're beyond the point where we can be at ease about this. This is an attack on our lives, on our bodies, on our rights to decide when and how to build a family. These are fundamental things that are fundamental to everyone's dignity and everyone's rights. And so I would tell people, don't be at ease, that they're not going to stop here. They're not going to stop until they have complete control.
Even teenagers in Texas are starting to speak up on the matter. With the influence of social media, teens are now able to become a part of conversations that they would otherwise be left out of.
Social media has definitely helped raise awareness for me, because if it wasn't for social media, I would have never known that the bill was passed in the first place. Because, teenagers, we don't really pay attention to the news as much as to, like news on TikTok, news on Instagram, stuff like that. And it's definitely helped raise awareness and helped me learn more about each standpoint for me to make my decision.
There's nothing easy about this. As people should join up in their local communities, fight back. If you can, help the other people pay for their abortions, and don't let them do this to us.